Welcome back to Space Cadets Away Missions. We're doing Mission 3, Earth Orbital Platform. We need blood samples from the Sentinel, and we need blood samples from the Space Leech, and then we need to get out of here. Okay, I am going to have the Doctor going first, so he doesn't get attacked by everyone, and we're going to have our first officer going second. And this is going to get tricky. They only have 2 oxygen each apiece. When the Sentinel enters a Rocketeer's space, they panic, which means they lose an oxygen. It's not good. We have an oxygen tank up here. I don't know, I gotta do some thinking. We're gonna come back. We're gonna be exploring, scanning a tile first. That's the first thing we do. I think we're gonna scan one of these two. I think we're gonna scan the bottom one. That'll be the beginning of the Doctor's turn, so let's get to that. Oh, I don't know. Discovery token, aliens, and the tile. And this tile is the synaptic amplifier. Successful IQ action to turn off. Now, what this does, this allows the Sentinels to move through closed hatches. If we get over here and deactivate it, Sentinels can't do that anymore. But I am not too concerned about that at the moment. So, what do we have for another oxygen tank. Oh man, we need these, and they're so far away. Aliens. Another Sentinel. Oh man. This is getting ugly very fast. Holy. Okay, it is now the turn of the Doctor to go. He's got 1 non-combat action, 2 regular actions. Let's go back to the board and find out what he wants to do. Okay, the Doctor has an ingenious plan. It's more than cunning, it's ingenious. If it works. If it doesn't, once again, we're going to be in a world of pain. He's going to use his non-combat action to move here. Now he has 1 charge left on his gravitational wave generator. Let's take a quick look at that. Move 1 figure or item within 3 tiles and in line of sight 1 to 3 tiles closer. He is going to go ahead and get that Thrall oxygen tank, which is within line of sight because you can see from this corner all the way through, there's no closed hatches or anything, to the Thrall oxygen tank. So it's 1, 2, 3 away. He's going to take it 1, 2, 3 closer to him. And now that it's in his space, he's going to pick it up as a free action. What that does is it immediately gives him 3 oxygen. So now he has 5 oxygen instead of 2. That's awesome. He has 2 more regular actions. He's going to take a regular action to move right in here with this humongous swarm of creatures and aliens and so forth. And he's going to pick up the sonic repulsor for free. You can pick it up for free. Now let's take a look at the sonic repulsor. What does it do? It has 3 charges on it. Push 1 figure or item in line of sight away from user until it leaves line of sight or reaches a hatch or map edge. Okay. So what he's going to do there is he's going to basically use the sonic repulsor. If I got this right, oh man, I hope so. He's going to take 1 of the 3 charges. He's going to take the Sentinel, and he's going to shove the Sentinel back here to this space. Okay. Oh, and he only needed to use 1 movement action to glide. Oh no, that's not going to work. Oh, silly me. He didn't have to stop here at all because this is low gravity. So what I meant to do for his non-combat action, he's moving. So when he moved into here, he can automatically move here for no extra actions. That was my plan because it's a low gravity area. Then he uses the gun to grab the oxygen tank and he picks up the sonic repulsor at the same time. So he still has 2 actions remaining and he repulsed the Sentinel away. Okay, everything's clear now. Now, we can't use the sonic repulsor again because you can only use it once per turn. But he does have 2 regular actions remaining. And with his 2 regular actions remaining, he's going to go 1, 2 to here. Then we're going to use the football player. The football player. Put me in, coach. Open 1 free hatch. per turn. So we're going to open the hatch right here where all these bugs are hanging out. Is that going to work properly? Yes, it is. And I have to retro one thing. He's not... Man, I thought I had this figured out. No way, it's too complicated. He's not going to use the charge on the repulsor to push the Sentinel away. So it's got 3 charges on it. So basically everything happened. He took one move to get in here, grabbed the oxygen, picked up the sonic repulsor, and then he used two actions to get back here. Because once you move into the low gravity, you can't go into a high gravity. So 1, 2. Then he used the football player to open the hatch. Okay, everything is cool and good. And now he's going to spend 1 of his 5 oxygen to take 1 more move, and he's going to move into this space. That's what I wanted to do for the Doctor. Now I got everything figured out. All right, next up is Annie Fletcher. We're going to look at the other tile over here, and we're going to reveal it because she has to do a scan action first. Alright, I hope that wasn't all too confusing and whatever. So we have a discovery token, aliens. And what do we have here? Just a regular run-of-the-mill, wide-open looking tile. And the discovery token on here, watch, it'll be more oxygen. No, it is the heat ray. The heat ray. I think the heat ray, we had that in another playthrough. Basically, you can sonically weld permanently destroy or seal 1 hatch in line of sight. You can seal hatches with this. Of course, you can only use it once per turn, and it is a mile away. We'll probably never get to it. The lovely aliens. Oh my god, 2 saucermen, a bug, and power out. Oh, that does not sound good. That does not sound good. 2 saucermen, a bug, and the power goes out. Alright, let's get the bug on the board, and then we're going to have a power out. Alright, so we have a bug up here on the board to this event here because it's closest to Annie Fletcher. And what does power out mean? Well, it doesn't... It's good that it's happening right now. Power out. Rocketeers cannot use discovery items for the rest of the current turn. Okay. Discovery items are things like the sonic repulsor and all those exciting things. So, we're good to go. So what happens now, Annie is going to have a non-combat action and 2 regular actions. And she only has 2 oxygen. Okay. For her non-combat action, I do believe she is going to try and subdue this thrall. Or is she? Oh man, I have to I have to think about this. Oh, this is getting brutal. I'm going to come right back and we're going to have the decision of what it is she's going to do. Okay, in fact, Annie is going to try and subdue the thrall for her first action. She's got an IQ of 4. Let's get to the dice tray and see if she can subdue him. Alright, 4 dice. Subdue that thrall. Let's do it. Oh, yes, and she gets an overkill. So the thrall is definitely subdued. Now we can rescue a thrall, or she can use an overkill option. Oh man, I think she's going to use her move out overkill option. I think that's what she's going to do. She gets to move 1 free action. She can move herself or another Rocketeer. Because she has the headset, she can move any Rocketeer anywhere. But she's going to move herself as a free, as an action for her overkill. So let's get to the board and have her do that. Alright, and by doing that, she's going to back off to here with the Doctor. And now she's got a nice clear line of sight at all these bugs and these saucermen. She also has clear line of sight to these bugs and also to the center. But then if she starts using her atomic rifle at 3 spaces away, as you can see, she's going to then only be rolling 3 dice. So, she has 2 regular actions to take. Oh, and at this point, she's going to exchange oxygen as a free action with the Doctor. So she's going to take one of the Doctor's oxygen, add it to herself. So now they both have 3 oxygen. Oh, alright. I think she's going to use her atomic rifle. She's going to start shooting. She's going to at least shoot once at the saucermen and see if she can take some of them out. Okay, 5 dice shooting at the saucermen. Come on, let's get something good. And she gets 2. 2 is good. 1, I guess you can see that on the side here, is going to kill one of the saucermen. And now we're going to use overkill. Which overkill do we want to use? I think we're probably going to use the Psychic Scream to stun any alien, saucerman, or leader on the board. So let's get to it. Alright, seems like I'm picking on the leader, but he's the most dangerous guy. There's only one of them. We're going to stun him. So as his saucerman buddy drops dead, the leader gets stunned. And the good thing about that is he moves too. He would have dragged all 3 of those saucermen over with him to start shooting at Annie Fletcher. We don't want to have that happen. Okay, we now have one final action remaining for Annie Fletcher. Let's go back and see what she wants to do. Alright, we seem to have a bug infestation problem going on here. We've got 4 here, 3 here. I think Annie's going to take her atomic rifle and shoot at the bugs for her final action. Let's get to the board. Oh, and I also forgot, when she subdued the thrall, yes, she gets a wire. So she has 2 wires now. They don't seem to be important at this point in time, but there is that. Alright, let's go to the dice tray. She's going to be shooting at the bugs. 5 dice, shooting with the atomic rifle. Okay, let's blast those bugs. And she gets 1 hit. 1 hit. That's awful. Well, as you can see, it's just going to kill 1 bug, which didn't do a lot. Now, she could spend an oxygen to take another action, but we're going to save the oxygens because we now have 2 sentinels on the board, and that's not good. Alright, unfortunately, it's the alien's turn, so we're going to be starting with brains in a jar. Alright, we're starting off in a long shot. Here we have brain in a jar, and they have a range of 2. Now, our Rocketeers are 1, 2, 3. We're there 4 away from the brains in a jar. So you know what? The brains in a jar can just sit there and stew in their juices and do nothing. So now we have the leader. There's only 1 leader on the board. He's stunned. He is not doing anything. Now we get to the exciting, the lovely saucermen. They can move once, and they have 2 attack dice. And they can move and attack through closed hatches. They can attack and move on the same turn. Alright, let's get to them. We're going to do all the movement first, then we'll do the attacking. Now these guys, all 3, are going to move into the space here. They are 2 away. They are not going to get to shoot. These 2 are going to move into the center space because it's the lower number, because they're trying to get over here. These 2, of course, will just move into the only space they can, and these 2 will move here. That's all of those saucermen going. These 2 saucermen, though, get to shoot. They're both going to shoot at Annie because she went in second turn order. Let's get to the dice tray. 2 attacks from the saucermen, 2 dice each. Alright, it's Attack of the Saucermen. Sounds like a bad B movie. Alright, first one. No! Hits Annie Fletcher. She's going to use a power cube off of her force field belt. She only has 2 charges left, and the second saucerman, come on, oh, man, hits her as well. So she is going to take a wound. She's going to take a wound because we got the doctor here who can heal her. She's going to leave 2 charges on her force field belt. She's going to take a wound for that one. Oh, all right. Let's take a look at which aliens are up next. And the aliens up next are the Sentinels. They can move too. They're pretty speedy critters. This guy is just going to go 1, 2, stomping his way here. This one is going to be going 1, 2 into here. Oh, and that's it. They didn't get their melee. They have 0 range, so they don't get to attack, nor do they give panic to anyone. And then up next, we don't have any thralls on the board anymore, so we're going to skip the thralls. Then we go to the space leeches. They move 1. They cannot move through closed hatches. They can move and attack at the same time. So whatever, they move 1. They will move to the center tile, because it is tile 26 versus tile 40 here. And so that's where they move, and of course they're nowhere near a Rocketeers. And up last is, oh man, the freaking bugs. They each get one action point, basically, in a nutshell. So let's take a look. We're going to zoom down. We're going to have them take their actions. Alright, these guys are getting kind of annoying. So there's a swarm here, a swarm here. They are going to try to get together. So these three are going to move in with the other three. Now there's a total of 6 actions basically because there's 6 bugs. So that's a move action. They get 5 actions remaining. They're going to go right here into the same space with our Rocketeers, all 6 of them, and then they're going to have 4 attacks. Why do they have 4 attacks? Because each bug gets an attack. So they've used up 2 actions to get in here. Man, they are swarming. This is not good. They are swarming quite heavily. Now there's going to be 4 individual attacks. They have 1 attack die each. They're all going to be attacking First Officer Annie Fletcher because she went second. Let's get to the dice tray and hope every single one of them misses. Alright, are we going to get lucky, punks? Yes, lucky on the first attack. We're lucky on the second attack. Come on. We're lucky on the third attack. Come on, bug, miss. And unfortunately, final attack hits Annie. She is going to take a damage. Why is she going to take a damage? Well, she has food, pills, and powdered juice, which she can heal herself to hit points if she wants. That is all the bugs happening. We're going to go into the cleanup phase, and then we're going to end off our episode for today. Alright, cleanup phase. First thing we do, all stunned aliens recover. So the leader recovers. Okay. And the brain and jar is damaged. That's all the stunned aliens. Next up, we remove any hatch open, hatch locked, or stagger markers off the board, which we've done. And then all of our Rocketeers get all their actions back again. So that means we're going to have a non-combat and 2 regular actions for both of our Rocketeers for the next episode. So once again, when we come back in the next episode, we'll decide who's going first, who's going second. Annie probably going second just because she has the force field belt. We need a sample off of the Sentinel. Oh man. And our leeches are way over here. And we don't have the gravitational wave generator anymore. So, oh boy. It's going to be an interesting finale coming up in an episode or 2 or 3. I have no idea how we're going to pull this off. And we got an absolute swarm of bugs now crawling around us. And we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 11 saucermen and a leader on the board. And they're all gunning for us as well. So, things might be getting a little bit risky here in the following episode. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. Really appreciate it. Join me next time for Space Cadets Away missions. Mission 3. Yeah, we got the Doctor. We got the First Officer. They've got 4 of the 6 blood samples they need. Man, I don't know if they're going to do it. I guess we'll find out. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.